There is a kind of love nobody prepares you for. Not the kind you choose, not the kind you plan, not the kind with a ring and a big party. This love knocks on your door at 2 in the morning. You open your eyes, go to the door, and there, wrapped in a tiny blanket, is a baby. He looks up at you like you are the whole world. This is the story of a woman named Nkechi. She was 31 years old. She was not married. She had no children. She was a school vice principal, living alone in Onitsha. She did not ask for any of what was about to change her life. But life does not wait for you to be ready. It just knocks. It was a Tuesday in March, late at night. So quiet, you could hear a generator humming 2 streets away. Nkechi had just finished marking school papers. She was almost asleep when she heard a small sound outside her door. She thought it was a cat, but the sound came again, different. She got up. She opened the door, and there, wrapped in a blue wrapper with a small tear at the corner, was a baby boy, about 3 months old. He was not crying. He was just looking at her with very calm eyes. Inside the wrapper was a folded piece of paper. Nkechi knew the handwriting right away. It was from her best friend, Adara. They had grown up together. They had shared everything. Textbooks, secrets, heartbreaks. They had been to each other's family burials. But lately, Adara had been quiet. She had stopped picking up calls. The last time Nkechi saw her, Adara hugged her too long. Now Nkechi understood why. The note said, "Nkechi, I cannot do this. His name is Chidubem. He was born on January 14th. He is healthy. Please take care of him. You are the only person I trust. Do not look for me. God keep you both." Nkechi stood at her door for a long time. The baby looked at her. She looked at the baby. Then she picked him up, brought him inside, and closed the door. Nkechi did not sleep that night, or the next night. She had never raised a child before. She knew how to handle students at school, but a tiny baby? She called her neighbor, Mrs. Okorongpo, who had 5 children. She called her younger sister, Ugoma, who came to stay for 6 weeks. She also told the social welfare office. They said, "You have a good home and a good job. You can take care of him for now." Weeks became months. Months became a year. Nkechi had Chidubem christened at her church. She did not change his name. His mother, Adara, had given him that name. When Chidubem was 2.5 years, she took him to nursery school. She went to every parents' meeting alone. When a teacher asked, "Who does this child belong to?" Nkechi said, "He belongs to me." When Chidubem was 4, he started calling her Mama. She did not ask him to. He just decided one day. The first time he said it, Nkechi went to the bathroom and cried quietly so he would not see. When Chidubem was 7, Nkechi started the papers to adopt him properly. She was almost finished when something unexpected happened. A Saturday afternoon in November, Chidubem was doing homework. Nkechi was in the kitchen. Someone knocked on the door. She opened it. It was Adara. 9 years had passed. Adara looked thinner, tired, but dressed nicely. She had clearly prepared for this moment. She said, "Nkechi." Nkechi said, "You should have called." She let her in. Adara sat down and told her everything. The baby's father was a married man who ran away. She had no family help. Her job paid almost nothing. She was so scared and so sad. She said, "I knew you would take care of him. I trusted you more than anyone." Then she said, "I am stable now. I have a job, a flat in Lagos. I have been in therapy. Nkechi, I want my son back." The room went quiet. From the back of the house came the soft sound of Chidubem's pencil writing. Nkechi said, "He does not know you exist." Adara said, "Let me meet him." Nkechi said, "He calls me Mama. He has never known another mother. You want me to break his heart?" Adara left that evening without meeting Chidubem. She said she would talk to a lawyer. Nkechi said she already had one. It went to court. The case took 14 months. On one side, Adara, the best mother. She was healthy now, working, ready. She said, "I was in crisis, but I am his real mother." On the other, Nkechi, 9 years of school records, doctor visits, birthday parties, night fevers, first steps, first words. The judge was a woman. She ordered someone to talk to Chidubem alone, to ask him what he wanted. Before that talk, Nkechi sat Chidubem down. He was 10 years old now. She said, "You have another mother. She was very young and very scared. She wants to know you now." Chidubem was quiet for a long time. Then he asked, "Is she a bad person?" Nkechi said, "No. She was a person in pain." He asked, "Do I have to go and live with her?" Nkechi said, "The judge will decide, but what you want matters, I promise." He said, "I want to stay here. This is my home. You are my mama." Nkechi heard him and did not say anything, because some things a child says are so true and so complete, no words are needed. The judge's ruling was very long. She said, "I know Adara is the birth mother. I know she is sorry. I know she has changed." Then she said, "But this child has known one home, one mother, one safe person his whole life. To take him away now would hurt him, and no child deserves to be hurt." She said no to Adara's request. She said yes to Nkechi's adoption. Adara cried in the courtroom. Nkechi did not feel happy. She just felt relief, because the most important person in the room was safe, her son. Adara did not disappear again. She asked to know Chidubem, not take him, just know him. Nkechi prayed about it. She talked to a child psychologist. She asked Chidubem. Chidubem said, "I want to meet her. I have questions." They met at a quiet restaurant. Nkechi's sister waited outside in the car. They talked for 1 hour and 40 minutes. When Chidubem came out, he was quiet for a while. Then he said, "She was scared. She said not a single day passed without thinking about me. I believe her. But I told her, you are still my mama. That is not changing." Now, Chidubem sees Adara 4 times a year. It is not always easy, but it is honest. P is 13 now. Tall, funny, wants to be an engineer. He has Adara's eyes. Nkechi had noticed that long ago, but never said it. He still calls her Mama. He has since he was 4. He has never stopped, and he never will. Some doors, when you open them in the middle of the night, change your whole life. Nkechi opened hers, and on the other side was the greatest love of her life, wrapped in a blue wrapper with a small tear at the corner, blinking up at her like she was the whole world. And she was. What do you think? Whose side were you on? Love does not always come the way you plan. Sometimes it knocks at 2 in the morning, and those are the loves that change you most. If this story made you smile or even tear up a little, hit the like button. That tells me you want more stories like this. And subscribe so you never miss a story when it knocks on your feed. Share this with someone who needs to hear that family is not always blood. Sometimes it's the person who opens the door at 2 in the morning. The end.